Most ezt kipróbálom. Most
köszönöm szépen. Igen, most működik.
Szóval lehet látni a második oldalt.
Most lehet látni a Hungarian text.
Igen. Akkor ezek szerint...
Jó, oké. Köszönjük szépen. Kőry Ágnes, London. Parancsolj.
I do hope that most people at this conference do understand English. I did present the same topic, almost exactly the same topic, about 3 weeks ago in Hungarian, but I felt that I would like to extend to English, especially as I think it might appear on the website, on Wesley's website, and more people understand English than Hungarian. So thank you very much for all those who are here. I can't see anybody. I'm starting now. Kodály Esti Dal, that is evening song, is well known and much loved all over the world. The name of the composer and this short choral work are so unified in public consciousness that a folk song origin is not obvious. Neither the title nor the musical material necessarily suggest a folk song arrangement. I too assumed that this piece was an independent Kodály composition until in the spring of 2023 I was asked by the London Voce Chamber Choir to coach them for the Hungarian text. Here is the text of Kodály Esti Dal and one of many English interpretations. Geoffrey Russell Smith created a poetic English version to fit the music, but his text and other possible poetic translations would be discussed elsewhere. The original folk song was published with the title Esti Dal in a volume which contained the sources of music and texts for Kodály's compositions based on folk music. The publication is in Hungarian, Budapest Zenemű Kiadó, 1984. It is a shared project by János Berecki, Mária Domokos, Katalin Paksa, and Imre Olsvai. On page 216, we can see the melody and the 2 strophes which Kodály collected in Pasto, then in Kanti Heves, although now in Kanti Nógrád, from József Alapi, age 45, on 17 December 1922. The folk song here is on the number 345. Am I now? Yes. Okay. On page 217, on the number 346, we see 2 further strophes. The first is identical with the third verse of Kodály Esti Dal. These 2 strophes are included in the second volume of a folk text publication in 1878, but without any melody. This collection is by Lajos Kálmány, Flowers from the Lowland, az Alföld vadvirágaiból. According to Kálmány, these 2 verses were sung before retiring for the night, presumably in Szeged, South Hungary, Kanti-Csongrád, prior to 1878, that is more than 45 years before Kodály collected his song in Pasto, North Hungary. Five? 6. It should be 5. It should be 5.
That's 6.
In 2019, The 1984 publication of Sources of Music and Texts for Kodály's composition based on folk music was republished, this time in an extended bilingual edition with CD examples. The publisher this time is not the Editio Musica, but the Institute of Musicology, Budapest. The authors are the same as in 1984, Berecki, Domokos, Paks and Orsvai, but with the addition of Olga Szalai. Kodály's Pasto song, that is the melody and the two strophes, are on page 293 again on the number 345. Okay. Here too, the two Szeged verses are shown under a separate number, 346. Here too, the Kálmány collection is referred to, but for me it is far from clear how or why Kodály or anybody else knew or thought that these two strophes were sung to a melody from North Hungarian Pasto, already half a century earlier in South Hungarian Szeged. This is the inside title page from the first volume of Kálmány folk text collection. Flyers from the Lowland, 1877, Koszorúk az Alföld vadvirágaiból. Lajos Kálmány, originally Kálmán, without the final Y in his surname, was a Roman Catholic priest, born in Szeged 3rd May 1852, died in Szeged 5th December 1919. He worked as a priest, but dedicated much of his time to collecting folk texts and customs. This is a dedication to the first volume of Kálmány's publication, 1877. András Dugonics was born 18th October 1740 in Szeged, died 25th July 1818, also in Szeged. He was a writer, university lecturer, and a priest. He studied folk texts and customs intensively, but this type of his collections was published only posthumously. Inside title page from the second volume of Kálmány's publication, 1878. I lost. Okay. No, it should be 9.
That should be 10.
No, it should be. Is it 10?
That's 10, yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
This is page 176 for Kálmány's second volume, 1878. Item number 176, item number 17 consists of two strophes, the first of which turned into the third strophe in Kodály Esti Dal evening song. As seen, the title Esti Dal does not appear here. This title seems to turn up only in Kodály's collection and his subsequent choral arrangements. This is the first page of Kodály's first three-part choral arrangement. This is for children choir in SSA, sopran, sopran, alto, or SMA, sopran, mezzo, alto formation in G major in 1938. This is the first page of Kodály's second three-part choral arrangement, also in 1938, also in G major, but for tenor, baritone, bass formation. This is the first page of Lajos Bárdos's 1939 four-part mixed choir arrangement. Here, that is in the example I found on the internet, the folk song origin is not mentioned. Bárdos was Kodály's student in the famous Kodály class, where Kodály taught 13 composition students from 1921 to 1925. Bárdos was not only a composer, but also a passionate, dedicated choral conductor. 1 year after Kodály made his 3-part choral arrangements of Esti Dal, Bárdos requested and obtained Kodály's permission for a 4-part mixed choir SAT B soprano tenor bass rewrite. This arrangement uses F major, but with the comment that, if possible, the G flat major key should be used. That is only a semitone below the original. This outing took place in 1925. As the picture indicates, Kodály and 8 of his 13 students participated. From left to right, István Szelényi, Mihály Szigeti, Gyula Kertész, Lajos Bárdos, Zoltán Kodály, György Kerényi, Mátyás Sejber, Jenő Ádám, and Antal Doráti, whose surname then, until 1933, was Deutsch. Kodály and the 8 students seen on the 1925 picture met 23 years later in 1948. This time they were joined by another Kodály student, Ivan Engel, although he was not a student in the famous 1921-25 class. From left to right, Gyula Kertész, Kodály, Ivan Engel, Tibor Serli, Mátyás Sejber, István Szelényi, below Lajos Bárdos, above Jenő Ádám, Mihály Szigeti, György Kerényi. The 13 students in the famous Kodály class of 1921-25, whom Kodály defended in his 1925 article against what he saw unjustified musical criticism, were, in alphabetical order, as follows: Ádám, Bárdos, Deutsch, Fried, Fuchs, Hodula, Koruszewski, Kerényi, Kovács, Sejber, Serli, Stocker, and Szelényi. The 1925 Kodály article discusses all 13 students, but with surnames only in the following order: Serli, Fried, Sejber, Deutsch, Kovács, Fuchs, Horusicki, Szelényi, Dr. Stocker, Hodula, Bárdos, Dr. Kerényi Ádám. Lajos Bárdos and his 9 children in 1942. Later 2 more children were born. The 11th, Ágota Bárdos, looks after the Bárdos Museum. Now, I'm hoping to show you 3 music examples, one for each arrangement, 3-part for children, 3-part for male choir, and 4-part by Bárdos. So, what do I click now?
Play, I guess.
Where do I click? That one? That one?
Yeah, just click play, yeah.
Okay. The first one is the Hungarian Cantonese Children Choir sing. Dénes Szabó conducts in Singapore 2019 Treble Voices Festival. At the beginning, the sound is almost inaudible, but only for a few seconds.